Nothing fancy, big cartel still in operation, selling stupid stuff just like this patch. Rocket assisted shark in orange. This is the large size of the patch. A perennial favorite in the web store from TMPers. That sells very well, and it's actually one of my all-time faves. I just like how it looks. I love orange, as you guys know. Then we have the skeleton AR-15 patch. Yeah, buddy. And no, that's not an alcoholic drink. Some guy went off. That's an alcoholic drink. No, it isn't, dude. Relax. Gosh, some people. Oh my gosh. Focus, Nuttin. Focus. This one's been out of circulation for a while. Sorry, it's collectible at this point. And then we have this really cool, very popular hats in two-tone gray. They're going to feature a miniaturized version of the rocket-assisted shark or the TMP honey bear. Just another civilian DA. That's another version. Both are selling very well. When they're gone, at least for a while. Said that before. NothingFancyBigCartel.com. Now let's put a knife on there. And I don't know if I've thrown this knife up for a very long time. I think it's been 8 years since we have seen the old school original Camillus Robo Heat. Well, let's see, Heat. Robo Power is what I'm saying. Os 8 steel. This is a value knife. The only real thing I really don't like about it is that it's tipped down carry. The Camillus brand has been bantied around a bit. It's in operation still, and they've actually had some really cool knives come out. I've reviewed a couple of them in the knife show here in TMP. But this one's still a great EDC blade. Maybe a little bit chunky. I have a Dragonfly in my pocket that's actually my actual EDC, and we'll just compare. This is an embedded mini review. Yeah, the Dragonfly, dude. That's an amazing EDC blade. Yeah, link below. Amazon link below, as usual. But we're not talking knives officially. We're going to talk about a brand I actually grew up with. Whip Sound. No Whip Sound. Psych. Timex. You didn't do a whip sound. I know. It's just not getting it. Nope. Not on this one. I had a Timex field watch. So it was a hand winding watch. I bought it in Alabama at an old store called TG&Y. It broke on me in about 3 months, and then I went back to the store, still had my receipt, and they gave me another one, and that one lasted like 2 more years, and it finally gave up the ghost, and it was gone, and I forgot what I did after that. But Timex was my brand, that and a Seiko, because my dad gave me that auto-winding Seiko, when I was growing up. Oh, and Casio, the old Casios too. So I didn't have a lot of money, and so I always gravitated to the value brands, at least when I was paying the ticket. And so I hear comments on some of the WRVs. They'll like what I'm reviewing, kind of like the Luminox. Don't know when this will post, but they're saying, dude, I don't have $200 for a watch. I'd love to be able to do that. I just can't do it. Too many things vying for my money. That's why I'm doing this review for you, bro. Timex. I purchased these, I think, well over a year ago, and they've been in testing ever since. Tactical shoots, EDC wear, and more importantly, scuba dive operations, surfing operations in the Pacific Ocean. And yes, they're not really dive watches. Timex definitely does not market them as dive watches. But I said, what the hey? Let's go try it. So I dove this one down to about 30 feet is all. Passed with flying colors. That's wearing a sky blue silicone Barton band, link below, because I wanted to dive with it. I love the leather bands that come with it, but I didn't want to dive with a leather band. This one had a similar one. And of course, I didn't really mention the names yet. These are the Timex Expedition Metal TT4999 series. Did I mention it went scuba diving? I'm laughing because I didn't think it would do that great. I thought for sure it would get condensation or it would just flood. It doesn't have a screw down crown. It's only rated to 50 meters. The water's cold and it did fine. I think that's a great data point, that to know that your Timex Expedition metal can go scuba diving and do well. I think that's a badge of honor, man. And by the way, this is going to be a 3-for-1 video because I do have another Timex model, which I absolutely love, and I'm going to roll it in here on the stand right now. We're going to review all of them concurrently. And this is actually the Timex Expedition Metal Field Indiglo. 2 ounces, and this is only $35 when I bought it in Amazon. Check it. That is a classic field presentation, dude. Woo! 3 expedition medals. And there's a whole bunch more in the series, and I may put links to some of my favorites below. So don't think this is the only one. But for my time and money that I have, this is kind of what I'm concentrating on for now. We'll see. So if the views on this WRV go nuclear, I'll put down some more. Trust me. These are going to be about 43 millimeters by 11 millimeters. Again, 2 ounces for that one. These are a little bit more, 3 ounces, which is still very lightweight and very affordable. I didn't really mention the price yet. These are going to run about, I said 37. These are actually, I think, 45 a piece. Hate to throw numbers out because they do change, and I already showed you the price on that one. It's very affordable. But that's one thing, right? Affordability is awesome. There's a ton of watches that are affordable and even cheaper than these ones that I would recommend and have recommended. They're amazing. But how about everything else? Well, let's consider how they look first up. I like the cream colored dial version, and you can see the, by the way, non-rotating Seiko bezel on it is kind of a glossy graphite. I like how the hands stand out on this. I love the orange seconds hand on this. I like the inner military time on it. And you got a date, no day. Clear, easy to read numerals. And nice clean markings on the chapter ring on the inside. Really nice aesthetic, actually. I like it a lot. This one is really cool. I kind of refer to it as an Indiana Jones watch because it has an antique case. See that on this Expedition metal? How cool is that? So it looks kind of worn, antique-y. Black face. And you have lume on the hours hand, minutes hand as well. It also has an orange second hand, which is easy to pick up. Nice logo, Timex Expedition at the top. 50-meter water resistance. Which one do you guys like better? It's really a toss-up. When I put this light blue band on this one, I was really surprised how it picked that cream-colored face out of it, and it looked like a completely different watch. Fun thing to do, right? Always swap the band out and just see what you end up with. I mean, that is cool. I don't want to take this band off of it because it just looks so awesome. That light blue Barton strap. I'll show you the straps here in just a second. Again, I said the bezel doesn't turn. It shows like 360 degrees around the periphery. Is that a big deal to me? I would like it if it turned. I really would, because I use my bezel rings for timing functions. You know, cooking cookies. Set it. Actually, I often use my iWatch for that. I'll just say, hey, set timer. You know, that's pretty nice. So watch this. Set timer 20 minutes. Boom, done. Smartwatches rule. Hey man, is that all you wear? No, dude, I wear like analog too. Smartwatches just for miscellaneous functions. There's a Seiko SNE391 solar powered watch. Amazing. Love that watch too. Oh my gosh, watches are fun. Fun. Aesthetics. Look at the legibility of this Field Indiglo. Big numbers. Easy to pick out hands. And I like how the hands on this one are solid. So you have some skeletonizing going on the Timex Expedition metal. And I got to be honest with you, I don't generally like that. I like solid hands. Solid hands on my analog watches, unless they have a really good reason not to have it solid. Sometimes a date, maybe an inner dial that needs data read off of it. I get you. Precise markings around the inner case there. And this one has just a standard brushed stainless steel case to it, the Timex Field Indiglo. Let's look at the strap while we're here. All the straps on these Timexes, seriously dudes, they're pretty good. I mean, these, so I've seen the Chinese watches, and these dominate the Chinese watches in quality of leather. You know, and Timex will show and brag about it, you know, genuine leather. This looks like a nice tanned calfskin, embossed water-resistant leather. It's water-resistant, but ain't scuba dive proof. I'm not going to go soak my leather. Timex Expedition metal, 2 ounces. You can see the case back past my marker. The lug width on these, let me measure it because I've been wrong before just looking at it. It's going to be 20, 22. Yeah, I'm still wrong. Dude, that's a narrow lug. What? 15 on that one? This one's probably 18. Yeah, 18 on that one. So there you go, in case you want to swap the bands out. On this particular one, I would just leave the band as is. And look at how thin this one is. This is a thin watch, comparatively speaking. You're looking at 6 millimeters, and the diameter is 36 millimeters. Now, I will say for me, and I've said this before, I like big analog watches. This is on the small side for me. It is. It's just, it could be a great ladies watch too, or a guy's watch, it doesn't matter, but I like bigger ones. So, just saying. I like how these numerals, by the way, are kind of phosphorescent. We'll see that, I hope, when I turn out the lights, and we'll check the lume on them. Okay, the numerals on these Timex Expeditions, what are they, T4999, are not phosphorescent, glow in the dark. Let's look at this leather band super quick. Awesome. Double keepers, by the way. Single stainless steel clasp with the logo on it, the Expedition logo. They got some really cool watches in the Expedition lineup. They have some chronographs which are awesome. I do have one of those. You can see the full call number on this one. They're just really cool watches. And this one has a black crown logo on it. I don't like how it's a pop-off case back on there. I wish it was screw down. Yep. We still haven't even got to the coolest feature of these watches, and Timex owners already know what it is. They already know. Now I want to show you up close this one here. Look at the case and how it looks with a blue strap. The cool feature I'm talking about is the, of course, Indiglow. How cool is that, dude? Hopefully it's dark enough here in the silo. We're going to see. First up, you see some illuminated hands, right? So that's cool. Then you push the crown in and you got that. Boom! Freaking awesome. Gosh, Indiglow is cool. I mean, for a $45 watch, you have that cool aesthetic. Look at that. So if we talk philosophy of use, which I rarely do, this is a great all-night watch. So how many times have you worn an analog watch and you turn over to look at the time in the middle of the night and the hands are too dim to read? And I didn't really expose those hands to light, but you can see them. Look at that, dudes. Awesome. See, look at those numerals too, how easy they are to pick out. God, that's really cool. Now, there's always going to be a downside to pretty much everything we review here at the table. I try to represent those honestly. And one of the downsides, which I don't like, and I'm not going to say I do, is that these Timex watches tick loudly. Does it annoy me? Yeah, it does kind of. How's that for honesty? I just don't dig it that much, the ticking. And I'm going to be super quiet. Maybe the camera will pick it up in my microphone system. Let's see. Those ones not so much. This one's a pretty loud ticker. Hey, probably can't hear it. Disappointing. Take it from me though, in a quiet room, you'll hear it. You'll hear it. So I'm put the Indiana Jones watch on just so you can see it on a wrist, see what it looks like. They're, I think, in most people's minds, just about the right size. They're not too small, and I'm talking about the TT4999, these Indiana Jones watches. Look at that. That's a good looking watch in my opinion. It really is. The only thing, again, that I would change about it is solid hands. Mineral crystals, of course, these aren't sapphire, and then I just coat them with my watch crystal protection technique, which I'll put in a card and you can reference it. I really love the antique look on this one, right? It's funny though, when you mention Timex and some people go, well, Timex, it's just, yeah, it's a value watch. It's okay. If you don't have a lot of money, go ahead and get your Timex. I kind of don't like that sentiment because I think it's elitist. And I actually have in the mix that I wear daily some very affordable watches. I mean, some field watches I bought that are extremely affordable. They're like $15 and then I'll wear something like this and it makes me just as happy. Now, you're not going to impress anybody with this watch, or maybe even strike up a conversation unless it's another Timex or maybe Casio user. But a lot of people like it. You know, so if you're looking for second cool and pride of ownership, you know, is this the watch to own? I don't know. I don't know. I said I was going to show you this Barton band. I'm not going to put it on, but you can see the name right here. These are some of the coolest bands. I use them a lot. And these, so they have integrated spring bars. You can see right there. You don't need a tool. You just pop them on and pop them off. Nice stainless steel clasp. They're very comfortable. You will sweat in them a little bit when it's super hot. Incidentally, the durability on these watches, from diving them, I think will be superb. They have a good warranty if you have any problems. Sometimes, like I did way back when, you can even take it back to the store. Definitely Amazon. That's why I like Amazon and recommend it. And they have a pretty low bang factor, especially the Timex Field Indiglo, because they're so low. Really, it's kind of deceptive how these other ones wear. They look like they'd be big old watches, but they wear so thinly. And that's my review. Highly recommended. The Timex Expedition Metal, that was the TT4999, and the Field Indiglo. Net and fancy. See ya.